That's it, right? So, oh, there you
Oh
go.
gosh,
I'll
we're
try
gonna
not to crash. Okay. Now, if I take my glasses off, I can't see anything. But do I look more photogenic?
At 70 miles an hour?
No. Oh, okay. Right. So we're on our way to the NEC to look at some new models, and I think we're going to see some motorcycles as well. And when we get there, we will be really happy. I think that's about it, isn't it? Is there anything more to say?
Not really.
No. Okay. Go on then. Press the red button again. Oh, look, it's hurdles.
Seems a long way to go to Germany. Very nice though. Feels quite a bit smaller, that one does. Look at how long that is. Well, we better go before it discharges. I like the speakers on this. When you're sat on it, it doesn't feel as big as it looks. Now that is a bit of a beast. That's a fairing and a half, isn't it? Can you hear the radio?
Feeling for me. I'd fall off that line. What's the plan? For the orders, one foot on, hanging off the line.
I reckon he's done it before.
Good, isn't it?
Yes, he does.
You reckon? I'd have waited by it.
He even gave us a smile.
Both.
And what sort of range is that?
So the range on this with electric, it's the same as petrol. It depends on how hard
How hard you're hitting it?
But if you said as an average riding, if you're doing road riding, you'd probably get 2.5 to 2 hours 45 minutes. If you're doing trail riding, probably 2 hours. So it goes down depending on the severity of how much power you're using.
Right, I see. Because I've always fancied your smaller Suron, and I live on the edge of the Peak District, so it would be perhaps 15 miles odd before I get to some decent trails, and I thought by the time I get there, I'd only be able to do 10 miles or so and be able to have to come back.
But you need this one here. So this is the new bike that's launched in January. This is the difference between the two bikes. So you have a Light B, then you have the Ultra B, and then you have the Storm. So this is the
Right.
fits nicely in the middle. So for what you're thinking of, this would be fine.
And what's the kilowatt on this?
This is a 13 kilowatt.
Right. So
it's-
4 more than the light B.
Yeah, no, 6 more than the light B, 7 more than the light B. So this is a good step up.
Right.
Fast as a 125, so road legal, so you can ride it on the road. Bigger battery, so you have longer range and you have more usage time
Right.
or more power.
Interesting. Okay, what sort of range has this got then? Roughly 60-ish?
The bike only comes out in January, so we haven't done any real testing, but I think you could allow for normal riding. You'll have a couple of hours, so you probably have about 100 kilometres, maybe more. We honestly don't know yet, because this is one of the first bikes that's been delivered to us. So
Right. Cool. And how much will this be? Do you know yet?
anywhere between, if you said about 6,500, you'd probably be about right.
Right. So round about in between the two.
In between the two.
Because that was at 8, 9, 8.5. Yeah. And what's the light be?
4.5.
4.5.
So around mass, it's 4.5, 6.5, 8.5. You could expect.
Right. That's pretty good. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you.
Well, really, we announced it 2 weeks ago. It will be in the country springtime, around about March, April.
That looks beautiful, that does.
Yeah.
That's so much better than the 650.
Yeah. I think we're gonna grab 650 customers, possibly some 1050 customers, but hopefully we're gonna grab a lot more from other manufacturers.
What's the weight of it?
The weight is.
You got to get
Get the glasses out, yeah.
What do you mean you don't? What does it say? Does it say gear? CSI 855, a bit tall for me, but we'll have a look. 230.
Yeah.
Chinese dentist. That looks nice, that does. I'm going to have a little sit on that when
Yeah,
that
sure.
gentleman's gone on there.
The one on the stand is accessorised up there, but you can get on.
Sorry?
The one on the stand is accessorised with the bars of the
Yeah.
Luggage.
I see. Give it a go. No way is this into. It's like it's adjustable front forks on it. Oh, I'm really liking the look of that. Well, so the fella said, if you think £9 cheap, you're going to be very happy. So what have we got on the Honda stand? Honda, don't know. I like their Africa twins, but they're way too heavy. What I am wondering is whether they've got their new 750 Trans out here. That would be amazing. I'd love to see one of those. CL500, that's looking a bit sweet as well, isn't it? Very dinky. Looks lovely, that CBR 650, doesn't it? The quality of the paintwork on that. Very nice. Very nice. Excuse me?
Yes.
Have you got the new Transalpine on display today? We've not got a price on it yet, but that is it. Look at that sump guard's a bit big on the bottom there, isn't it? Look at the size of that. Nice display there. Screen doesn't look like you can alter it. Now that is nice. Not too tall. That is pretty cool. So, non-adjustable suspension on the front. Is there a preload? I can't see a preload. I do like the grey colour. The grey colour looks nice. Front looks nice and sharp. Yeah. Looks the biz with the engine bars on, doesn't it? Yeah, I definitely think the grey is the looker.
Estimates Honda. Without trying to be arrogant or smug, you know, the build quality is incredible.
And how much will it be?
To be confirmed, I don't know, they haven't told me.
Yeah? Got no ideas?
Sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
Someone was asking me a
No,
question.
you're busy. I know you've got 100
That's okay.
people.
That's all right.
No, I think that was it. I'm liking the package. It looks lovely. Shame there's no adjustable suspension on the front, but maybe they'll bring another model out. But yeah, looks lovely.
It does, yeah, absolutely. So that's the standard bike. That's got quite a bit of kit on it, and that's got a little bit less kit on it. They come with different packs, so you can mix and match the packs.
Ah, right. So there'll be accessory packs to bolt onto them.
If you download the QR code, it'll give you all the different names. So there's like Rally, Urban, etc., etc., etc. They've all got different bits and pieces, but you can mix and match them.
Right. I'm loving the grey colour. The grey colour looks best, in my opinion. But that looks nice. I don't suppose you don't look at the mantelpiece whilst you're poking the fire.
I suppose so.
You know, that 500X looks nice. Yes, I love the colouring on that. It just really looks the business, doesn't it, considering?
I've had 3 of these.
Yeah?
Best all-round bike.
Yeah. Light, easy, cheap.
Light, easy, cheap. 80 miles per gallon.
80? You get 80 to the gallon on it? Wow. That's something.
I know.
Right, I'll have a wander around. So here we have a tricycle. Can-Am tricycle. It's quite a good price, that, actually. So, all the disadvantages of having a car, because you can't overtake anything, you're still stuck in traffic, and none of the advantages of a motorcycle. In my opinion, completely useless. I'm not saying I like this aerial, but I actually really like this aerial. I mean, taking the wife is not an option. That front end. I wonder how much travel that gives. So you'll have to excuse me if I'm just showing you the bikes I like, but that is because I'm just showing you the bikes I like. One bike here that everybody loves, the RC30. NEC Super Adventure. It's a thinner seat than I thought it would be. This is a beast. Not a chance for me. I like that feature there. It's nice. Oh, it does actually fit, which is more than it does on the Ducati. Fitz, you're taller than me, you can get your feet down. How tall are you?
6'4".
6'4". Could you spare me about 4 inches?
Where?
Who knows?
No.
Oh, that's not bad, actually. Even the short ass can get on. Sorry? I've got a multi-star at 1200. I'm about to say, I could have one of these, and it's my birthday tomorrow. It is, yeah. If I come home and tell the wife I've ordered one, I wonder what she'll do. It's nice. How much is it? Do you know when you compare it to a multi-strada, the price? It's a very smart looking guy. And the price on this compared to a Zero, it's quite reasonable. T7. Where's a Tracer? Tracer 9 GT. That's the one. You've not broken it, have you?
Sorry, these are known through the rains. They all come out. They just pop out.
Is that a good thing? Possibly.
Not really. I think so. Very nice to sell.
Huh? Comfy, is it? It's a very nice seat. I'll give it that.
Oh my God.
It's not tall. Just wonder whether the preload was up. If it's electronic, yeah. It's down, right down to the bottom. Yeah, it is. It's got ride height. It's nice, and you know. Do you know what? This is actually not bad.
Oh, Marshall.
That is a surprise. Excuse me, has this got the low suspension setting on so that it
Yeah,
goes
go
down?
lower, yeah, go lower, yeah.
I didn't think I would fit one of those because I'm kind of similar height to you and it's a big bike.
Yeah.
But actually, it's not too bad. And when it says it's 169 mass, is that dry or is that wet?
169 kilo dry.
Dry. So about 185 wet.
It's a little bit less than that, I think.
Yeah.
182, I think it is.
That's nice. Where? I've never heard of Dot before. Where are you from?
So we build them all handmade in Bolton, Manchester.
In Bolton.
The original factory was in the centre of Manchester. They stopped making bikes in the 70s,
Right.
sold
So you've
parts
just
until we opened
resurrected the name.
it. Yeah, we designed a series of bikes. Wanted to put a British brand on it. So
That's fantastic.
Apart from the Brembo brakes and the shower suspension, we construct all the bike ourselves in-house.
I love the swing arm. That swing arm just looks like a work of art. I have to say, I do like that, and the frame.
4 days to make that swinging arm.
Really?
Using 3 jigs.
I don't even know how much is that scrambler.
So all the models are bespoke, built to order.
Right.
20 to 25 grand.
Got you. Okay. Zero FX. Now, here's the one I quite fancied. DSR. Here she is. So I bet you've had more interest in that bike than any other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell.
Good to hear.
It's because I like the shape and the fairing and everything. It's probably the most adventurous one.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's also our new adventure sport bike.
Yeah.
And this is a bike, it's an all-road bike, so you can take on-road and off-road.
Yeah.
It has off-road capabilities.
What's the travel on the suspension?
120 millimeters.
Okay.
Yeah, in the front and in the back.
Right.
And we fully developed this bike newly, so it's a new frame, it's a new swing arm.
So it's completely different to the normal DSR.
Yeah, absolutely, because the ground clearance is much higher. So that's the reason why we had to create a new frame, a new swing arm, including the new suspension to have that more ground clearance.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, and roughly what sort of real mile range would I get?
What I always say is, on average, you can take about 125 miles out of a battery range.
Yeah.
That's a combination of city range.
Yeah.
City range is about 200 miles.
Yeah.
Why? Because you can regenerate energy the minute you get off
Oh,
the
so it
throttle.
does do regeneration
Yeah.
down
And it also brakes on the engine.
Yeah.
Of course, it depends on which riding mode you are, because if you go in sports mode, then you don't have that regeneration. If you use it just on the highway, think about 100 miles.
Right.
You can even extend the battery range.
Yeah.
Right now it's 17.3, and you can put an extra power tank in.
Or is it that it's either the battery in the tank or
It's you have to choose between extra battery capacity or extra charging capacity.
yeah.
And extra charging capacity means that you can charge faster.
So
Extra battery capacity means that the range of the battery will bring you further.
right. Yeah. So right.
I can also show you the truck.
Oh,
There's 28 liters of storage capacity. Even the side panels you can take out.
so does the extended battery and charger go in
Goes
there?
in here.
So if you put those in, you lose the
Then
space.
this is lost, but then you still got the storage on the side panels, and that's a matter of
This-
taking the bolts out.
All right.
And for instance, you can put your cables in or whatever.
Oh,
Bigger
is it
screen.
just got-
Now this is a touring screen,
right.
so it's still possible to easily
right.
change it with
That's
the
nice.
big knobs on the
I like the screen mechanism.
Yeah.
That's good.
And it's easy to use while riding with your gloves on. This one has got crash bars, extreme food bags, smash for light bulbs here in the front.
I like the crash bars. They're nice. They're classy. And how much is that model?
The standard version starts at £24,000. This version, including all the accessories, is about 29.
Cool. I mean, it is lovely. It is lovely. for £28,000. So I hope you're enjoying my little trip around the NEC. I'm just doing what I like. I'm just looking at the bikes I love. If you don't like them, then oh dear. There's nothing on the Royal Enfield stand which tickles me fancy. Custom bikes don't really interest me very much because I'm not going to buy a custom bike. Leathers that probably have no CE rating. Very cheap though. Here is where a lot of the action happens. People wanted to buy some new clobber. I always think I've got all the clobber that I want. Don't need any more clobber. So if you've not been to an NEC show, then this is the sort of stuff you can expect. Got an Adventure 3. Was that bestseller. Same as mine. Squeak everywhere. Oh, Rucker. Hey, you can smell the money from here. A motorcycle megastore. Wow. An ambush jacket. What you need. Very nice kit. Nice art. Loads of stickers. People peddling posters. Don't know. This just harks back to London where you're just peddling things in street alleyways. The Triple X peddler. Right. I'm not quite sure what they're doing here, but hey,
Should have been there. Anything from flight one.
winning for £1.99.
Great surprise. 8 brown stubborn marks. White glove. White glove.
I think if you're after a helmet that lights up, this is definitely the place to come.
That's the one. You seen them work on and off under the chin. If you hold it down,
All right,
dims down and dims back up.
dimming helmet. I'm not sure whether you'd kind of get to 3 in the morning and then get up for a pee and you'd see that in front of your face, or whether you just wee yourself on the spot. That's heat pad pedaling. Auto glim stand. And we're back to the Suron stand. What's this there? Ultimate hearing protections systems. Awesome. This is a bike that I really fancy. Fancy XEF 250. Very nice. Lightweight. You want to go off-road trailing and you don't want to have a CRF 300. This is more powerful than CRF and lighter. So effectively it goes quicker and further. It's nice. Lots of adjustability on that rear suspension. Nothing on the front by the looks of it. Really good reports on these. I've been looking at one of these for a while, but nowhere to fit one in. Oh, what's this? Now that looks the knees. This is their rally version. I wonder whether they'll be releasing that one to the public. Obviously, if you can't afford that, I suppose there's always that. Looks like pedal nice, huh? Oh, I like this frame. It's a bit snazzy. You can even take your mother-in-law on the back. Cracking.